So final expense is my product du jour. I picked it in 2011. I really didn't have a ton of options. Medicare was the other one. But I picked final expense because it's a decent first year commission. It's a salesman's product. It's a one-call close. It's not technical. I sell to older Americans. I like old people. They're nice for the most part. And there's a lot of them, even more now than there was then and will be for the next 20 years. So there's a growing market. And the other benefit of final expense is my clients receive a guaranteed income every single month. Social Security has never missed a payment since it started in the 40s, I think. Okay. And so when it comes to market undulations, whatever's happening in the economy, final expense is solid. It doesn't go up and down. Even with COVID, we didn't see mass lapses. You would have thought maybe that would have happened because inflation happened to an extent, but that did not happen with our clients because incidentally, the other benefit of final expense is being older. They've had people and friends and family who have died. You don't need to convince them they need to have life insurance. They get it. So they tend to hold on to it because it's important to them. So these are the things that I loved about the product when I got in. And the biggest change in the business, it really hasn't changed all that much, except that most now are 95% selling over the phone. At least new agents are. So the remote model is the king of the models. Very few agents are selling in person. It's a great business model to sell remotely. There are free lead programs like what we do at the Dig Agency available. If you don't want to buy your own leads, you can definitely do that too as well. I don't see a lot of wage-based products that are out there. And I just think overall, final expense is a great first product to sell that's going to teach you how to sell as a salesperson and has plenty of access to prospects and gives you the opportunity for a great income. So what are the drawbacks to final expense? I want to hit on that a little bit. Number one, you're dealing with poor people. I'll be honest with you. And then I'm just being blunt. There's no like criticism of poor, but we're dealing with people who don't have a lot of money. And part of the poverty, it's not just the income, it's a mindset. Some of our clients have a poverty mindset. They aren't very good managing money. They're here today, gone tomorrow. There's some people who just, they're not consistent. They're wishy-washy when it comes to keeping what we sold them. Again, you got to just deal with that, but that's part of the deal. Our clients are older. If you don't like dealing with old people, might not be for you. Some people prefer a younger demographic. Completely fine. It is something that not everybody likes. And other than that, it's not a residual income business. Final expense is made for its first year commission. That's why you do it. You don't get into final expense to build a residual income after 10 years. It just doesn't happen. The residuals probably average 5%. If you're buying your own leads, much lower if you're not. It's not a business to build residual income off of. The only way to do that would be if you were to build an agency or then to pivot to Medicare or ACA and sell it or cross-sell it, okay? But I think it's a great product, and this is why strategically we chose to get out of the ACA business, get out of the Medicare business, and refocus on final expense at the Dig Agency because most people getting in this business are brand new, and they need something they can make money with fast, not something they got to wait for. That isn't technically difficult. And final expense is imperfect, but it largely fits that bill.